Hey seniors, I'm just sending this video to you because a lot has been going on lately and I just needed to reach out to you and wanted to sort of calm your nerves. I know if I was a senior going into my spring semester, look, uh, I've been doing this for 22 years and I've seen seniors going into their spring semester every year, and I know how nerve-wracking it is. I know how, you know, senior projects can be really, uh, I don't know, it can just really get on. It's big pressure, so it's hard to get done. And then something like this comes up seemingly out of nowhere, like what in the world, a novel virus is showing up and it's named after a beer. Like what? What's going on? And I'm sure that you were all very, very disappointed when I said that spring break was going to be extended by a week. And I get it. I get it. You know, just gotta extend your vacation a week. Sorry. But after that, you know, you're sort of going, now what? I have, you know, the senior project deadline coming up. What am I supposed to do with that? I mean, there's a lot of questions. I'm sure of it. And so I just want to reach out to you because I know, like, in your graduation, in your senior year, there's a lot of hurdles that we put in place just so that you demonstrate that you know what you're doing, and we can be comfortable that when you're graduating and you're going out into the world as ambassadors, that we're like, yes, you know, these kids are ready to go, right? But some of those hurdles are maybe stressing you out because you're like, well, what is going to happen with this? So I just wanted to reach out to you and say, look, the situation is really fluid here. We don't know if we're going to be able to reschedule the senior project because we don't know how long this is going to last. I mean, it's not something that we've done before in 22 years. I've never canceled school for a virus. So it's something that we're still working out. And the reason I say we don't know is because, you know, I think once we get back in school, whenever that is, we don't know exactly if we're going to have enough time to reschedule things. And we're certainly not going to go into the summertime and have you doing your presentations and things like that, like during the summertime when you're getting ready to go into your fall semester of college. So I just wanted you to know that, you know, also, I'm looking at my notes here. Also, I want you to know too that when you're thinking about, okay, well, even if the things are being delayed and we're not sure what's going to happen, I know a lot of you are really conscientious. You're going to be like, okay, we're still going to meet and we're still going to talk about the senior project and make sure we've got everything in place. The difficulty with that is the whole social distancing thing that we're doing. The whole point of it is to sequester, to prevent the spread of the virus, because the virus has a significantly higher mortality rate than the flu. And so what we're doing as a society, we're trying to keep, they talk about flattening the curve, we're trying to keep the number of incidences lower so that 1 or 2 percentage point mortality rate is lower. So, but we all have to do that. We all have to participate in that. So I would say if you're going to meet with your peers, to make sure you got the senior project in place, or you've got your calculus, you know, studying calculus together and all that, whatever it is you're doing, make sure that you are meeting using Google Meet or Zoom or whatever else you want to use, FaceTime, whatever, because you just have to keep those group meetings down. Now, all this said, don't get me wrong. You still need to do your work that's assigned to you. Don't go to your teacher and be like, you know, I got a video from Mr. Tubbs and he said that we were going to graduate no matter what. Okay, I know how things go. That is not what I'm saying. And don't get clever and like clip out that part of the video and send it to your teacher, because that's not what I said. So make sure you do your work. Make sure you overcome that senioritis that some of you have been fighting for about, I don't know, 2.5 years. And just make sure that you're really staying focused on the work that your teachers give you. They're going to be working hard next week to make sure that you have a really engaging curriculum the week after, and you know, they're really working hard for you. And just know that we know you guys. I love you guys, and I want you to really just have a very successful finish to your senior year. What that looks like is anybody's guess, but we're in this together. We're going to be walking it through together, and I just want you to know, remember that, you know, everybody in the guidance office is going to be working. So reach out to Mrs. Randall, Mrs. Jerfy, you know, Mrs. Sandwell, Mrs. Garzon. Send them an email if you need to talk or like get some advice or figure out what your next steps are. Mr. Ashworth is available for anything. So just make sure that you're reaching out. I said something in my email, talked about you know, when we have physical distance, you have to very intentionally continue to create your social ties and your spiritual ties with one another. So continue to do that. Don't just isolate. I know there's a lot of memes going around about introverts who are like, yes, I've been waiting for this my whole life, right? And as an introvert, I can totally, I can empathize or actually identify with that. So, but anyway, so I know this didn't answer all your questions, but I want you to know the main reason, if you heard nothing else, the main thing here is know that I love you, and we're with you, and we're going to make sure that this is going to be a good finish to your senior year. All right, guys, I'll be praying for you. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. As soon as I can figure out how to turn this video off. There we go.